Okay, guys. I'm going to talk about my selling credit strategy, selling credit spread strategy. If you guys are looking into a day trading strategy that I think is probably the best strategy in my opinion, and I'm going to go over some simple rules, some things that I'm improvising. This is if you guys are in my Discord, you're on this journey with me. I think this is really the way that I want to transition into. I have two strategies. I have a 1 minute buy strategy, which is really good. It's just you gotta be patient, and then I had the 15 minute. I use 15 minute candle for credit spreads. So without further ado, I want to get in the video, discuss my journey here so far, um, the do's and don'ts of this, and what you can learn from me, and what we can learn together. So on today, we did do some bear calls. I did some bear calls, and unfortunately, they did not pan out as well. And when I was thinking through these things, and I was thinking like, I could have actually, made some money on this. So I want to go over some of the things that don't work and what I did wrong and all that. So with the first 15 minute candle, if you guys are new to the channel, we look to determine the trend for the intraday time frame. So if I go to 15 minutes and if I see, and I draw these lines out right in here, this is my trend. If we get a candle that closes above with a body above this first 15-minute candle, that means you should do bull puts, which basically means that the direction should keep going up throughout the day. And if I'm doing bull puts, then I need to sell puts. That's what it means. It just helps you remember, if you're bull puts means you're selling puts, bear calls you're selling calls. So, I mean, this would have been an easy day if, just take the bull puts right here at 10 o'clock, get in, and guess what? It goes constantly up, and it's an easy trade. Well, apparently I missed this. I don't know what I was thinking. I was probably out of it. I missed it. I see this touching here, this upper band here, and I decided to take a bear call, right? And I of course will lose on this trade. And then I took another one up in here when it was clearly above, and I sold it for 8 cents, and it went all the way down to 2 cents right in this area here, 2 cents, and I couldn't take the profit. I tell people I want to try to make it expire worth this. Like, if you hold it throughout the day, and let's say I sell the 601 and price is below 601, then you keep all the premium, right? But I just want to say the do's and don'ts. The first thing is trade with the trend. All right, use my strategy. If there's bull puts right here, this is what I'm going to do. The minute I see that 10 o'clock candle close, I'm going to look to be getting in right away with some size. A lot of the times what I like to do is I like for a price to pull back, but sometimes it just does not do that, and it just keeps going, and you can miss out on the whole size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in right away the minute I see this 15-minute candle close above the opening range of this. So bull puts would be placed right at 10. And you can also see, let's say it's like 958 or 959, and you clearly see this above this 15-minute. You can be like, okay, it's probably going to close above it, so I'm going to look to get my order in. And how do you place these? Just go to options. You'll always be looking for 0 DTE. Hit vertical, just keep the width on auto, and you can see when you hit 0 DT, all these strikes are going to pop up. Obviously, there's no premium for here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the 2 days ones. So what I'm looking to do is I try to look for a premium near 6 cents. So I'll look for here, and I'll say, well, if this is at 4 or 5, I'll probably put a bid on for 6 and try to get in. It just really depends what you see. Maybe this is at 10. That's a little too high. So I would definitely do the one below it and go from there. Like, it would be this one, and wait for that ass to get to mid to get to 6, and I'll go in there. So it really depends. Or I could get some at 4 cents if I really see what's happening is. But yeah, I'm going to really try to just start to get in right away, and then if it does come down to these EMAs that I like, so let's say we get bull puts here, price comes all the way down to this EMA 10, well, then I will add some. So for me, and my personally, I want to get up to 50 contracts, right? I want to get up to 50 contracts, and remember, every 10 contracts, if you're doing it for 6 cents, you're looking at every 10 contracts, I believe, is $50. So I've been trying to look for, and it'll show you too, if you click on this, this is using Webull. Let's say I do 6 cents, right? And I do 10 contracts. It says $60 right here on credit. Make sure it says credit, And with fees, you're looking at $50. So every 10 contracts is this. So what I would probably do is I'd probably do 20 contracts right here, right off the bat. If it goes to the EMA 20, 10, I'll do another 20 contracts, and then the EMA 20 is my last one, and I'll do another 20 contracts. And that's really how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do 20, 20, 20, and then my stop loss is always 200%. So let's say I bought it at 6 cents right away, right here on this bull puts. Let's say it drops to the 20. The premium will probably be maybe 10 cents, 11 cents. I buy all through there. That's the worst case scenario. And then whatever my average is, I double it by, I do a 200% stop loss. So let's say my average with these ads becomes 10 cents. Well, my stop loss would be 30 cents. Gives me that wiggle room to say, hey, I plan to make this work out and give that wiggle room. Because a lot of times price can go here, come back down to the 20, maybe pierce it a little, or come back down to this lower orb here and come back and retest support and then shoot up. So that you want to give it a little patience. Whereas if I was just buying options, let's say I just bought calls right in here, of course it would have worked, it would have been nice. But if it had any type of rejection, your calls would have been eliminated, right? They would have been really hard because you have theta working against you. Whereas I'd rather do sell options. And let's say I have 10 cents. And one thing I've noticed is, the minute you get price going your way, the premium will diminish tremendously, because as a seller, you want it to diminish. So if I see it go down to 3 cents, it probably makes a lot of sense to maybe take it out at 3 cents, right? Because I can always buy back in, and if I see the strike go, if I see it go all the way back to 10 cents again, I could choose either one to take my old position again and rinse and repeat it, or do a strike lower and go in are less riskier. Because remember, the less premium are going to be the strikes that keep going lower. As you can see, there's non-existent premium here, more premium towards in the money. So if you sell more premium, you make more money. So that's what I'm really going to do. It just really depends how the chart is looking. Anything can happen during a day. You can have a price go all the way up here and then plummet all the way back down. So I don't think it's bad to say, hey, if I got 10 cents of premium and I see price diminish all the way to 2 to 3 cents, take it out. Is it really worth that extra penny or two? Probably not. But every penny or two does mean a lot. So it just really depends. So that's the thing I did. First thing is, don't trade against the trend, in my honest opinion. I did it, and I got wrecked. I did it on this day. It is not fun. If you miss a trade, if I saw this 10-minute candle giving me bull puts, and I totally missed it, that means you just have to wait for that reversion to the mean. Would I have taken it right here? Probably not. This is too late in the day. It hit this 10 and just shot up. Yeah, me personally, it's either one, you just trade with the trend. That was my mistake. Because a lot of the times with this strategy, you will not get 2 losses in a row. Let's say this is the 15-minute orb. Let's say it goes up here and just does a completely opposite orb, right? It goes right here and does bear calls. I'll show you the one official loss that you should, and how you could recover for this. So this was the official loss in this strategy doing the 15-minute orb, right? You had the 15-minute strat here and 15-minute here. And I won 6 to 7 times in a row before you get a loss. One of these losses should only eliminate like 2.5 of your wins. So right in here, you have the 15-minute orb. You get a clear downtrend on this candle here where you could have entered. You could have entered here or on this candle. And honestly, I don't even think this would have been a loss if I entered literally right away. Because I remember on this day, I waited. And this is a lot of the times I'm noticing with credit spreads. If you wait, it gets worse throughout the day. Like right in here, I can go way more out of the money at 10 o'clock compared to selling something at 10:45, which is what I did. So I had this big candle down. I waited for, this was a clear downtrend. I had a retest to the EMA 10. I got in right here, and then literally to a T, priced at a V-shaped move. It went boop, and then all the way up. And that's fine. But I come to think of it, I'm thinking we need to get in right away when we see this orb, right? The minute you see this orb here, beautiful, we went below, had the clear 15-minute orb, get in, put a spread there, and if it goes back to these EMAs, I would scale a little bit more, and then 200% loss. Depending on your max contract size, do it based on that. I'm going to do 3 ads based on these EMAs. So if I got in right here, I would add to the next EMA, which is this 50 right here, which was I would add here, and then add to the 20, which is those next EMAs that act as resistance. And so for me, I want to do 20, 20, 20. So if I'm doing 20 contracts, let's say I get 20 right here, that's $100 of profit I'll make. And then if I add another 20, that'll be $200 of profit. So, yeah, I do think this would have been actually a win, come to think of it. I know this sounds crazy, like that would have been a win, but I guarantee you if I sold it right in here, I would have got way up in here. And every strike means an amount, every strike means so much if you get another leg up. But yeah, here's the strategy where, it just keeps on winning and winning. It really is a good strat. The earlier you get in, the better is what I'm noticing. It's more safer. Right here, you have your orb, your 15 minutes. You get in right here on this candle here. You have a candle closing above. You get in bull puts right here. And then boom, from the top, it just keeps going. Easy, easy day. Win. So that's a win. We could do right here, 945. You put your candles here, your lines. When you do this a lot, you don't even have to do the lines. But all these other lines are my EMAs. This is my EMA 50 here. So it can get kind of confusing. So right in here, you see there's a candle closing above. Here's your bear calls. You get in right here the minute this candle closes. Add some more on these EMAs. And it goes straight down and can literally take it off the table right here on this next 15-minute candle. And that's what I'm considering doing. And if it goes back up, then yes, you can get in right again, right in here if it meets your criteria. But as you can see, all throughout this day, we got a 15-minute orb that says it should be an intraday downtrend, and we get that, and it keeps going down. Now, let me repeat something here, too. What if we decide to cross orbs? Here is an interesting strategy, and that I think is really important. So what if we get a candle that goes above this area? That'll be my example. Like, let's say we switch orbs. You could actually do the other side to hedge your original position and potentially win on two trades. That way, if one of the trades lose, you have your other side to make up for that loss. So, for example, on this trade that did the V-shape, perfect example, which I think I should have won still. Here's your 945. You clearly get above and do a whole new orb, which is you're above the upper here, this 15-minute. You get a whole new orb right in here, and you get in for bull puts right when this candle closes, right? So you get in bull puts, and guess what? You win on this trade, and you're hedging your bear calls just in case they lose to minimize the loss. As you can see, it goes up and up because we have a whole new orb. So that's definitely something to think about. I'm going to be doing that. If we do a double orb, I'm taking the next side for a hedging process. This was a J Powell day. We're going to ignore that. Nobody should be trading J Powell. And then you can see right in here, just do tons of back tests. I'm telling you, your win ratio is so high, and it makes it even higher if you actually do take out the premium a little earlier. If it gets down to 2 cents, I think I might. It just really depends on the premium I sell it for. If I sell it for 6 cents and I try to buy back at 2 cents, then I'm only getting 4 cents. You got to understand fees are in the way. That'll take about a penny off it. So then I'm only getting technically 3. So it's, it just depends. It really just depends. But then again, if I average in, so if I do one average, I probably just let it expire worth. But if I do that two other averages that I've been talking about, where I get in right away and then I add in on the EMAs, then my average becomes like maybe 8 to 10 cents. Then yes, I will sell for 2 cents, 2 to 3 cents. So here's the 945 here, right in here, and right in here. As you can see, we didn't get a body closing above the 945. We get a body closing down here. You do bear calls. You get in right away, and you can go way out. I know this seems insane, but you actually win on this trade. I won on this trade. So you get this. It makes a V shape, and it just goes down and down. You actually won on this trade because I've taken this trade, so I can tell you that for a fact. That was a nice trade. We're down probably 100%. 120%, and my stop loss is 200%. And yeah, that was a little riskier trade. It hit this and then shot up right back up. And then you could have, like I said, do bear bull puts too, right here where it consolidated, and you would have won on both sides. You would have won on 2 directions there. So that was a nice one. And that's why I'm probably thinking about doing the hedge process. Right here is your 945. As you can see, you get bull puts right here on this 1030 candle, closing slightly above it, and boop, 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 easy day. So, my improvisations for this strategy is, one, I'm going to get in right away because I'm seeing too many times we get the orb and it just goes the direction we want it to. And if it doesn't go the direction, well, then I feel comfortable adding to my position. So I'm doing 20 contracts to make $100 a day if I want to. And if I don't get any other size, then I make $100 a day, making $2,000 a month. And then if I get more size, then that's where the real money's in. So I can go up to my goal is roughly, 100 to 300 a day I'm fine with. And then if I take a loss, what I'm planning on doing is upping my size a little. So I'm going to do 30 contracts instead of 20 in the initial. Because even if you do just same size, it's only going to take two and a half wins to make back that one loss. And like I said, the losses aren't going to happen as often. A lot of the times, the losses that I did was just straight up dumb, right? And I'll admit that the losses that I take are dumb. If I take this right here, as you can see, this is bull push right away. Somehow with this is Christmas Eve, I was like, oh, market's closed. I thought both sides would win. I thought it would be consolidation. There's no news event. So I just took a bear call as we got close to this upper band on the 15-minute. So I thought, we could probably come down and consolidate. That's using bias. That's using emotion. That is not the thing to do. So that's mistake number one, is trading against the trend. If you see bull puts, go with bull puts till you're proven otherwise. Only do bear calls if it goes below this 15-minute orb. Number two, just get in right away when you see the orb. I'm seeing it too many times. If it goes back to the EMAs, you can average in. This is not like buying an option where it's so extremely risky where, it's so fast-paced you're losing 10%, 20%. Whereas selling options, I have time to okay, I have an order here, and then I put my stop. It's more relaxing because, one, you know theta's on your time. Any move against the buyer gets wrecked. And then number three that I will tell you is take the premium as it goes down. If it goes down to like 2 cents, buy it back. If I have 6 cents and it goes down to 2, if I have 6 cents and it goes down to 1, I'll probably buy it at a penny. But if I have higher averages like an 8 to 10 cent premium, then yes, I'll probably wait for 2 to 3 cents. So it just depends. It really just depends on the time, the day. If it's almost closing bell and I got like 2 hours and I'm way in it, way out of the money, then I might just expire worthless. But I'll let you guys know in the Discord. I just wanted to give an update. I'm really liking this strat. I really think there's so much potential. Selling options gives you a higher probability. Don't be a hero, though. Make sure you have a stop loss because you don't want to pay incredible amount of money to the buyer in case this goes in the money, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I think it's a really nice strategy. And even like I said, even when I did the bear calls right here, like I said, just this going to here, I had 8 cents premium. Just this going down went to 2 cents, right off the bat because a lot of the consolidation, this big move down, it just got plummeted, right? So I hope you guys like this video. I really think I have something that's very special. I think this is really the way to do it. Researched a lot. Verticals are definitely the way to go. Bear calls and bull calls, choosing the direction using the 15-minute orb. The minute you get a 15-minute breakout above the high of that 945 or below the 945, you hurry up and choose your direction. Get in around that premium, whether it be 5 or 6 cents. Average in as it touches those EMAs, which with the direction, like I said, if this was bull puts and it just wanted to dip down a little more and then go up, that's totally fine. We have a scenario for that, but we don't want to just be on our hands where this does bull puts and just keeps going up and has no dips. Then we're just kind of like, oh, I wish I had a position, and then I'm freaking out, and I'm like, I want to be in something, so then I do bear calls, and then I'm trading against the trend, and then it just keeps going. Yeah, I don't want to do that anymore, so I'm trying to have that discipline. I hope you guys had that too, and just remember, always have that stop loss, no matter how confident you are, but you should win lots of these trades. Only one loss should take out 2.5 wins. All right, guys, hope you liked this video. If you guys want to join the Discord, as always, click the link down below in YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. And if you want to have this education, I'll put it into the day trading education, which is right up in here. But if you want to see the alerts and have access to all these, just hit day trade alerts. It will ask you if you want to subscribe for the Swing Trading and Day Trading Plus membership. It's only $12 a month. Probably the cheapest out there for advanced strategies like that are explained easy, that how to know how to do it with exact screenshots of what I'm doing and all that. I think you guys are going to really love it. For only $12 a month, if you subscribe on your computer, it'll avoid all the iOS fees and it'll be a flat rate of that. If you have an Android, they're having issues on Discord to subscribe, so if you want to subscribe, just use your computer. It's actually best, or use your phone's browser instead of the app to subscribe. Hope you guys liked the video. Give a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.